Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital shocker. Huge Lulu Spencer news. Recently, on GH, it has been looking like Lulu Spencer could wake up from her coma soon. In a recent episode, her mom, Laura Spencer Collins, and her ex-husband, Dante Falconeri, went to visit her in the long-term care facility. It was quite an emotional visit and led to many suspicions that Lulu may possibly awaken at long last. Now, we know she is, in fact, coming back onto the General Hospital scene. Surely, this is amazing news. It's been 4 long years since Lulu fell into her coma. Her family and friends need her to come home, and so do her fans. Unfortunately, she will look a bit different moving forward. GH shocker. Lulu recast confirmed. While the news of legacy character Lulu Spencer, Emmy Rylan, finally coming out of her coma is wonderful, sad news quickly follows. The character's being recast, so Emmy will no longer be playing Lulu. Recently, rumors were circulating, but then, she confirmed on her social media that the character is indeed being recast. She went on to say that she is very disappointed with the choice GH is making, but is also glad to finally get some closure. Furthermore, she is thankful that her time on General Hospital brought so many wonderful people into her life. No doubt, Emmy will do incredible things going forward. Also, it's perfect timing for Lulu to awaken as her brother Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, is on his way home and will pop up any day now. General Hospital prediction. Julie Berman returns? The news that Emmy Rylan will not be reprising the role of Lulu begs the question. Will Julie Berman return to the role? Longtime GH fans know that Julie was the original adult Lulu. It seems odd that General Hospital would bring Lulu back onto canvas and not go with one of the 2 actresses who have a history on the show. Of course, they could certainly go with someone brand new, but it will be surprising if they go that route. No matter who plays the character, it'll be wonderful to have Lulu on our screens again. No doubt, her mother, Laura Spencer Collins, Jeannie Francis, will be overjoyed, as will her children. Of course, her ex, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, will also be ecstatic. However, it might also bring some drama for him. Currently, he is in a loving and stable relationship with Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. But, he has no idea that right before Lulu collapsed, she was about to tell him she was still in love with him. So, it'll be interesting to see if he learns that information and what he will do with it. All in all, it is exceptional news that Lulu is making her return. GH is exploding these days. Don't miss a moment to see the incredible return of Lulu Spencer and find out who will be portraying her on the ABC soap opera. Port Charles is about to be rocked to its core, and the shockwave comes straight from a hospital bed that fans have been waiting far too long to see stir. After years in a coma, General Hospital is finally teasing massive Lulu Spencer news, and the fallout could shatter families, rewrite romances, and send several major storylines spinning off their axes. The calm before the Lulu storm. It's been nearly 5 years since Lulu Spencer, Emmy Rylan, slipped into a coma after being caught in Dante's shootout with Cyrus Renault's men. Her loved ones grieved, adjusted, and, eventually, moved on. Dante found new love with Sam McCall. Laura tried to accept that her daughter's fate was out of her control. And Maxie, Lulu's best friend, quietly carried guilt that she hadn't pushed harder to find a cure. But all that emotional detachment may be about to implode. Recent whispers from GH insiders and a few tantalizing spoilers hint that big movement is coming from Lulu's storyline. Doctors at the specialized New York clinic where she's been treated have reportedly noticed neurological responses that weren't there before. Laura's latest trip out of town may not be a random mayoral meeting after all. It could be a mother's mission. Could she be bringing her daughter home? Signs point to a wake-up call. In true General Hospital fashion, clues have been sprinkled all over the canvas lately. Dante's been struggling with renewed guilt and flashbacks about Lulu, often mentioning her in ways that feel far too pointed to be coincidence. He recently confided in Olivia that he still dreams about her sometimes, like she's trying to tell me something. Meanwhile, Sam's radar has been pinging. She loves Dante, but there's an undercurrent of tension. Every time Lulu's name comes up, Sam's face tightens, her confidence wavers, and viewers can feel her anxiety mounting. Then there's Laura, who's been uncharacteristically quiet about her travel plans. Kevin's cryptic assurance that she's doing something for her family felt like a huge red flag that something big and deeply personal is about to unfold. And perhaps the biggest clue of all? A nurse at the facility was reportedly overheard telling another patient's relative, "You wouldn't believe who just opened her eyes." The Spencer legacy awakens. If Lulu really is waking up, it couldn't come at a more explosive time. Port Charles is in chaos, Sonny's world is falling apart, Anna's dealing with Brennan and the Bureau's murky secrets, and Laura's family has been stretched thin by every imaginable kind of danger. But for fans of legacy families, this is the comeback that changes everything. The Spencers have always represented the emotional core of GH, drama, courage, and unbreakable family ties. With Luke gone and Lucky off the grid, Lulu's return could reignite the Spencer name in a huge way. Laura's joy and relief, Maxie's emotional reunion, and Dante's entire world appended. There's no version of Lulu's awakening that doesn't hit every corner of Port Charles hard. Dante and Sam's world implodes. Let's be honest, no storyline in years is more prime for heartbreak than Dante and Sam's. Their relationship, while strong, has always had one major ghost haunting it, Lulu. Fans remember how passionately Dante loved her, how deeply connected they were, and how devastating her coma left him. He built a life with Sam because he had to move forward, not necessarily because he was ready to let go. Now imagine Lulu waking up. Imagine Dante walking into her hospital room and seeing her eyes open, whispering his name for the first time in years. The instant emotional flood would be unstoppable. Even if Dante tries to stay loyal to Sam, the guilt, nostalgia, and unresolved love will pull him apart. And Sam knows it. She's one of the smartest women in town. Watching her navigate this emotional minefield could bring out her most human, vulnerable side in years. Expect some fiery confrontations, emotional tears, and possibly Sam walking away to protect her heart. Maxie, Charlotte and Laura. Family fallout. Maxie Jones will be one of the first to rush to Lulu's side, and their reunion promises tears, laughter, and instant guilt. Maxie's been carrying the torch for Lulu's memory for years, raising their kids side by side, managing family crises, and often wondering what her best friend would say or do. Now that Lulu might wake up, Maxie may have to face a harsh truth. She's taken on some of Lulu's roles in the community and even in her family. Charlotte, for example, has grown close to Maxie, and seeing her real mother again will be a whirlwind of joy and confusion. Laura, ever the emotional anchor, will be torn between celebration and fear. She knows better than anyone that returning from the brink isn't simple. Lulu's missed years of her children's lives, of Port Charles' chaos, and of her own personal growth. Integrating back into all that will be both beautiful and heartbreaking. Could Lucky be next? Here's where things could really take off. With Lucky Spencer rumors already swirling, Jonathan Jackson has reportedly been in talks for a short-term return. Lulu's awakening could be the perfect trigger for his comeback. Imagine Lucky walking into the hospital, seeing his sister alive and alert. It would be the emotional gut punch GH fans have been craving. And beyond that, a Spencer sibling reunion could set the stage for an entirely new chapter of the family legacy. Laura needs her kids united, especially now that Port Charles is crawling with danger again. The thought of Lucky and Lulu standing side by side, two broken survivors fighting their way back, would be pure soap gold. Cassadine chaos on the horizon. Let's not forget Lulu's complicated Cassadine ties. Her daughter Charlotte is, of course, Valentine's child, and Lulu's return will reignite one of GH's most volatile family dynamics. Valentine's world is already in pieces thanks to Anna's disillusionment and his own secret dealings. The last thing he expects is Lulu walking back into his life, ready to reclaim her role as Charlotte's mother. Their custody drama could explode again, this time with even higher emotional stakes. Plus, you can bet Nicholas Cassadine will have something to say. The cousins' history is tangled in both affection and betrayal, and if Lulu returns, their scenes could drip with family tension and long-buried resentments. A new Lulu. Wiser, stronger, and ready. The question now isn't if Lulu returns, it's how much she's changed. Years in a coma can't pass without impact. When she wakes, she may be physically weak but emotionally fierce. A woman who's seen and felt things the living can't comprehend. Soap logic often turns these awakenings into rebirths, and Lulu could emerge with a new perspective, and a mission. Maybe she's not just coming back to pick up where she left off. Maybe she's returning to right old wrongs, expose hidden secrets, and redefine who she is as a Spencer and as a mother. Final thought. The countdown begins. The buzz is building, the clues are lining up, and Laura's mysterious absence feels like the calm before a long overdue storm. General Hospital fans may finally be getting what they've been waiting for: Lulu Spencer's awakening, a moment years in the making.